Coming up on Mountain News this morning, after losing her house to a flood and fire, a Letcher County woman received her new home this week. And there was a violent situation at a Richmond Walmart Sunday night.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. It is 6:01 on December 19th, 2023. Let's check in with meteorologist Shane Smith for a look at your forecast this morning. Now, Shane, how much time do you think people should put aside for those windshields this morning?
I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes, Madison. We are seeing a little bit of ice out there this morning thanks to the bitterly cold temperatures and the snow we saw last night in a few locations. Right now, we are dealing with mainly clear skies across southern and eastern Kentucky. Quick look at the satellite radar shows we got a few flurries lingering over along the Pike County and Logan County border. Right now, up on US 119 and US 23, a few little spots of snow still on the ground. We lost our UVA Wise cam. They got more than anybody. They had about an inch and a half of snow up in the mountains of Virginia. Temperatures right now, 19 in Wise, Jonesville and Irvine, 21 Williamsburg, Manchester, factoring the wind, feeling like 17 in both Jackson and Pikeville. Now there's that frost scraping forecast. I'm going to say you need about 5 to 10 minutes, friends. I know it was thick on my windshield this morning with all that snow that had froze on there. And as you head out the door, we are going to see temperatures topping out into the mid-30s. So a cold and blustery day. Winds going to gust about 15 miles per hour or so during the afternoon. But warmer weather's heading our way just in time for Christmas. It may not be the forecast some people want, Madison, but we'll talk about it coming up here in just a few minutes.
I don't know if I can complain about a warmer Christmas, Shane, but thank you. One Letcher County woman is looking forward to the new year because it comes with a new house. Regina Quillen and her family lost their Whitesburg home twice in a 6-month period. Floods hit her childhood home in July of last year, and as the family was working to clean up and rebuild, a fire destroyed the only place she had called home her entire life. Yesterday, the Whitesburg organization Homes Inc. broke ground on a higher elevated area of her property, where they will build her new home as the 19th build since the floods.
Since the flood, we're finishing up our 18th home now, and we're here to celebrate the first home being built with Rural Housing Trust Fund dollars that we're able to get moving on.
The Rural Housing Trust Fund money, which makes the build possible, was awarded to Homes Inc. by Governor Andy Beshear a few weeks ago. 2 people are dead after a murder-suicide situation in Laurel County. London Laurel 911 received the call yesterday morning from a man who says he received a call from a friend who told him he had reportedly shot his girlfriend. After officials went inside the home, they found 47-year-old Deborah Meese with an apparent gunshot wound to the face. They also found 49-year-old Douglas Lee Mutters with a reported self-inflicted gunshot wound. Deputies in Wayne County, West Virginia, are investigating a shots fired incident in a rural part of the county. Officials say the incident was reported around 3:30 p.m. yesterday in the 5100 block of Eastland Road of Caiusville. One person was injured, but it is not clear if it was from gunfire. Sheriff Rick Thompson says several shots were fired into a home. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is asking for help finding a pickup truck that was reported stolen. Take a look at your screen. Deputies say the incident happened Monday night. They say it was 3500 Dodge pickup truck. If you have any information about this case, you are asked to contact the Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600 or to message them on Facebook. Police say a man is seriously hurt after he stabbed himself inside the Richmond Walmart. It happened Sunday night. Investigators say the man tried to buy a gun, but the sale was denied before he grabbed a knife and started stabbing himself inside the store. Employees say they refused to sell him the gun because he was acting suspicious and jittery. Richmond Police Chief Rodney Richardson says police were already in the area for an unrelated incident.
Super proud of them. They done an amazing job. The employees at the retail establishment done an amazing job. It's teamwork.
Richardson added it is important for people to pay attention to their surroundings and to always have an exit plan. 2 people are facing several charges after a drug bust in Letcher County this past weekend. 25-year-old Clayton Collins and 35-year-old Sasha Hoover were brought into custody for carrying 1 pound and 3 ounces of meth, along with driving on a DUI suspended license, among other charges. The Letcher County Sheriff says the more than 1 pound of meth captured amounted to roughly $50,000 in street value. Both Collins and Hoover are in the Letcher County Jail. A Wayne County man is behind bars after police reportedly found him trafficking drugs. Deputies with the sheriff's office were dispatched to a home on Sharp Lane in the No. 1 community yesterday. Deputies reported smelling a strong odor of marijuana coming from the home. Officials were able to obtain a warrant and found THC gummies, several plastic baggies, and handguns, among other things. Carlso Nazario was taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. Yesterday, several fire departments were out in force to put out a fire in one city in Wayne County, West Virginia. A Wayne County 911 dispatcher says this happened in the 300 block of First Street west of the city of Cerrado. Fire departments from Cerrado, Canova, and Catlettsburg were there to put the fire out. No word on if anyone was hurt from the fire. A lawsuit challenging Kentucky's abortion bans has been withdrawn. In a court filing this weekend, the ACLU told the judge it would voluntarily dismiss the suit. Attorneys filed the lawsuit less than 2 weeks ago on behalf of a Kentucky woman referred to as Jane Doe. It was seeking class action status. At the time of the filing, Jane Doe was 8 weeks pregnant. Last week, lawyers said the embryo no longer had a heartbeat. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman was doing well last night after getting a double mastectomy Monday morning. She says she decided to have the procedure because of her family history, adding that the surgery was successful and she is expecting to make a full recovery. She is also encouraging people to make sure to get their routine screenings. Governor Beshear released a statement of support, saying his family and all Kentucky families stand with her. Last week, Kentucky's winningest high school football coach dropped by the studio here at WYMT. Belfry head coach Philip Haywood was here for a taping of Issues and Answers with our own Steve Hensley. He discussed his newest book, Climb the Mountain. Haywood came out with his first book 9 years ago, Faith, Family, and Football. He says the 2 books play off each other.
The first book was a little more of an autobiography, and it was about my career, some of the incidents that happened in my career that probably led to who I am today, that had big influence in my life. I think this book, I was wanting to be a little more specific in some of the things that you can learn. You know, it's entitled Climb the Mountain, and it's about the steps that you need to get to the top.
You can catch Steve's full interview with Haywood on our website, WYMT.com.
.39, time for another check of the forecast, and we are nice and dry right now. Over Hazard, you can see 25 degrees, a little bit of snow on the ground. Up on US 119, Pine Mountain, a little bit more, 19 degrees as we speak. Over in Whitesburg, also 19. You can see a little bit of snow off to the side there. Over the satellite and radar we go. Where we stop? Well, clear skies. The snow is moving on out, and we are going to see improving weather conditions throughout the day. Going to be a chilly day, though. Highs only topping out into the mid-30s after we wake up into the teens and 20s. So a chilly start to your day. We're going to top it out around 35, 36. And if you're a fan of milder weather, Well, hang in there. We've got a lot of it heading our way. Unfortunately, just in time for Christmas. For you fans of a white Christmas, it's not looking good right now. We'll talk more about that on the other side of the break.
Thanks, Shane, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:40. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Texas takes a major step at the borders as tensions swell around immigration.